everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome back to my channel, and today is another Sunday Sunshine show, and this week we're talking about getting the garden ready for spring. So once you've watched my video, don't forget to go across and watch the other Transatlantic Housewives, as we call ourselves, for a bit of fun. That is at Busy Bee Marie, at Maria Crocker, and at Tina's Talk Time. So like I say, this is a getting the garden ready for spring video. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel very much like it's nearly spring today because it's absolutely chucking it down, and there was frost on the car this morning. But I decided to start having a look at the garden just to see what I could do. We have had a lot of winds and storms up here. I think we probably have across most of the UK, but it has done a bit of damage. So I thought I'd video a little bit of the garden before I started tidying it up, and then I videoed a little bit after I tidied up so you can see what I've done. So keep watching. So this is what our garden looks like after all of the heavy rain and winds we've had recently. You can see the chairs we've got there are pretty worn out. There's leaves all over. That's a little green table we used. The fake flowers from IKEA look a little bit battered. I had a mirror break, and there was a flower vase broke as well. Plant pot, sorry. My little duck got cracked, so I'm going to have to sort all these out. The IKEA flowers are still looking pretty good though. They kind of take the weather quite well. That is a patch of lavender there that will obviously start to grow back come spring. This is my little fairy garden that I think I'm gonna take that big pot out that's got the little fairy garden furniture in and put that somewhere else. And I'm hoping a couple of the plants in here will grow back once the weather starts to get a little nicer. Round the corner here we have some more hanging baskets. That is an Australian tree fern in the corner that grows back every year. I've had it for years. We'll put that little bit of trellis in. It doesn't have a lot of the leaves left on, so I might have to replace that. But we usually plant those pots on that shelf there, but the ones on the bottom we haven't planted for quite a while, so I think I'm going to have to take those plant pots out. That's our little dragon who we call Eggs. And there's my table and chairs that I got from TK Maxx quite a few years ago. That's gone a bit rusty. So this is our garden after I've tidied it up. We definitely need some new chairs this year. I've just swept all the leaves away, picked up the broken bits and put all those little bits that were left into one corner. We did move that big pot with the fairy garden pieces in and move the owl forward. I need something else for there. We put some gravel down along where these pots were. I took the pots out and put some gravel down there, and I moved the little fairy garden tub up to there. But I need some other little things to put in that section. But I think I made a good start in clearing that out, but it did start to rain about half an hour after I'd finished. These are what our flowers looked like last summer, last spring, just giving you an idea there. There's the tree fern in all its glory. There's some hanging baskets and me. There's a lily pot that we had, so the garden does look pretty once it's all planted up, and that's what the decking looks like with the rug down and the table, and that's our lavender plant. As you can see, I do need some new seating for the garden. That I think it's called a lover's seat or something I've had for years, and it's pretty much fallen to bits now, so it is time to get something new. And I do like me little cutesy garden ornaments, so I could do with a few more of those, especially for where I've put that gravel down. So I decided to go and have a look in the range at what they've got. The shops are just starting to get their garden furniture out now where we live. So I only looked at the range. I did go into IKEA, but they didn't have any out there. So the range was where I went. I don't want anything too elaborate, and I'm probably not going to buy it today. because we don't actually sit in our garden that often to kind of justify buying something expensive. So I need to have a look around and see what they've got. But you can see here the stuff they've got in the range. There was some really nice garden furniture in the range, I have to say. I mean, there's some lovely, kind of pagoda type things with, the big settees and everything inside, but my decking's quite small and that just wouldn't go on it. There was a couple of things I liked the look of. I think there was something called the Celine 3-piece, where it was like two what looked like rattan chairs with the table. I think that was about £250, which seemed quite expensive for what it was, but prices have gone up, so maybe that's around the right price mark. But there are some very expensive things in the range, I think. So I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to have a look in B&M. I'm not sure if they do garden furniture and home bargains, but I will have a look in there, and I'll probably have a look online. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you want an update of what I'm finally going to buy for the garden and what it's going to look like when it does start getting towards summer, then hit the subscribe button so you can get updates on that. As the range also had a lot of the cutesy type garden ornaments in that I like, I had a look at those as well. there was definitely lots of ornaments there that I would buy. I loved that little, it was like a little round stone thing with a gnome on. I thought it was a plaque to put on the wall, but it's actually a stepping stone. So I'm not sure how that would work in my garden. I might have to think of some way of getting that on the wall. And I loved the little bunnies with the lamp. I thought that was cute. The little frogs that were solar lights. Just lots of little cute things. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, but my house is filled with little cutesy things. So why not fill the garden with cutesy things as well? We'll start planting up the pots and the hanging baskets around Easter time, because we found in the past that if we do it earlier, the weather is so unpredictable. You know, if frost this morning, if we start planting, flowers and things, they may just die off. So we usually wait until at least Easter, if not a couple of weeks after, just to make sure that the weather's settled down, and then we start planting things up then. And as you could see on the photos before, once the flowers are in, they really do look nice. And that lavender just smells absolutely gorgeous once it's started to flower. So that's all for my spring garden update. There wasn't a lot of spring going on in it, but at least I've made a start. I'm happy with that. And like I say, if you want updates on how I'm getting on with that, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And remember to go across and watch Marie, Maria and Tina to see what they're doing in their spring garden, especially Marie, who is in Vegas, because the season might be completely different. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.